just a kid here, and I am going to be reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Now, I gotta say, first off, in my personal opinion, it was an amazing movie. It's really good. Um, the characters were well brought out and well developed. It was so amazing. And guys, I know this is all just unscripted and pretty much on everything. But I know things will get better. But right now, it's just gonna stay this way. But I digress. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I gotta say, in my personal opinion, everybody has their opinion, it was better than the first. It just brought out the characters more. You saw a little bit more of Peter Quill and Gamora. You got a little bit more of Drax and how his comedic role played into it. You really saw Rocket Raccoon's like emotional side and how he would react in a certain situation. There are going to be spoilers in this as well. And I'm not like a top critic, so these aren't going to be like very overall view. This is just going to be how I see it. Now, Aisha was really good. There was like a little joke between her and Star-Lord at the beginning of the movie, which was, pretty funny. All around the movie in general was very funny. Had a lot of comedy, and at times it was serious. It showed different sides of the characters. I gotta say, my favorite part of the movie was when there's this big clash against Ego and Peter Quill. That was the best thing because Ego turned into a giant form of himself, but Peter Quill turned into Pac-Man. That was amazing. And just seeing Kurt Russell be this like fantastic villain, I gotta say this is the best villain that I have ever seen in a Marvel movie. Best villain out of any of them. Beats Ultron definitely. Dormammu. Any villain that you've ever seen, because he works. Like, you think he has good intentions at first, but he slowly shows his true, colors. Slowly, very slowly. They all just come out very slowly, but you're starting to see that he wants this one thing. Turns out that he put the tumor in Peter Quill's mom, and he has sex with multiple different like alien species to make it like batteries to spread out these little plants or flowers. So it's something, he did something where he put this thing in the dirt, and you see it at the beginning of the movie, and when it goes through Peter, the energy goes through Peter, that's what you see. That's where the earthquake came from, where the big thing explodes. It goes on different planets and everything. So he has a basic plan to rule the universe. It's on a universal scale or galaxy, you know. It was really cool seeing him become this guy, and like becoming evil. You slowly see it come to him, and he's like Peter Quill. Once he heard that he killed his mother, Peter Quill said bang 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 bang, shot that man up, and you just see Ego's like, who the hell do you think you are? That was amazing. I don't know why I laughed at that, but that was That was great seeing that anger, and you actually Kurt Russell actually played it off as if he was this guy, this alien like being, this god like being, talking down to his son. There's this cool part that I really liked where he literally regenerates right in front, like like on screen, like literally regenerates. Like you're seeing like the flesh, like the bones come together, the flesh like morph on top, and you just see him. You see the skeleton moving, and you're like, oh my god. It's like he was scary in that point of it. Peter was the same. He was the same old Peter from the first movie. He was fun. He loved music still. He turns a little bit more serious because the whole thing goes on, but he didn't know that that was his dad. He more so he didn't know. He didn't think that was his dad because everybody has that picture of what the dad could be. But he begins liking his father and seeing all these great things that could happen, and then once he heard that his father killed his mother, that was the end of it. Um, let's see, we got Groot. Groot acts like a baby throughout the whole movie and acts like the way a child would act in most situations. Um, he was very funny. He brought a lot of the comedy. He's very cute as well. Um, Rocket, he was amazing. Um, he showed him and Yondu had an emotional part in the movie. No lie, I teared up. Um, yeah, they did have a really emotional part in the movie. Um, One of the quotes that stuck with me is what was it? And what does it mean to you? Because and then he says you're me, like I see me. And I don't know if that's the real quote of of how he said it, but it really is emotional in the way that how older people see their children, their fathers see their sons, you know they see a little bit of them when they act a certain way. So I like that part of it. Ego said it to Peter as well. Gamora still still great, still kicking butt, a lot of butt. And you feel a little bit of connection near the end in her love for Star Lord, Nebula. Um, you could tell that her and Gamora were still in a big fight and all that, and they still had a vendetta against each other. But it gets a little bit worked out near the end. Drax, as I've already said, he's still his funny self. Um, and Yondu. Yondu was a big part near the end. I remember the quote that he said was, "He might be your father, but he sure ain't your daddy." And that quote, and I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. That one got me. Um, but near the end, when they were flying up, and they had to put on the thing that keeps him alive. Yondu dies because he wanted to save Peter. He could have easily put it on himself and let Peter die, but he put it on Peter. Um, and it just shows how much love he actually had for Peter. And it really does show that he was looking out for him. So, yeah, all of that was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 review. Sorry if it was bad, if it was good. Post in the comments below what your favorite part of the movie was. Mine, I already said the fight scene between Ego and Peter Quill. Just let me know. comment what you'd give it. I'd give it solid